Hey guys, welcome back to Unicycle Lore. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm going to approach unicycling moving forward, at least for the foreseeable future. I mentioned in my last couple videos that I'm just insanely busy right now. You guys can see all the kid stuff in my garage. You know, my wife and I are raising two very young children. I am starting a new job. I've been taking classes in preparation for the new job. And yet I am unwilling to just completely give up my hobbies, okay? So some of my hobbies, weightlifting is something I've been very into. I love exercise. And of course, unicycling. You know, the channel's Unicycle Lore. I don't want to stop unicycling. I'm not willing to give it up. The problem is I have to figure out how to smash it into these tiny little increments of free time I have. And so the idea is I'm just gonna ride for a 5-minute timed session whenever I get the chance. And I'm gonna see how good I can get at unicycling for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna upload these when I can. Sometimes I'm sure I won't be able to film them, but I've done 2 of them so far. This was the very first one. And I was looking at my notes from when I'd been riding in like March and April and stuff to see kind of how to warm up. And there's some things that I wanna keep as like a part of this, because you know, I'm not gonna do like a designated warm-up. My warm-ups were taking 10 minutes, you know? So this is, when I have to smash it all in here, I am gonna kind of have to push the pace. I'm gonna have to take some risks, but I also can't get injured. So like, I'm not, you know, it's not gonna be anything too crazy. I'm hoping I can get good enough at some of these tricks that, you know, the risk sort of just disappears over time. You can see on this session, I wasted, first of all, a minute moving around my sandbag and all my gym equipment, and then I had to pump up the tire. This is the first time I have set foot on the unicycle since May 1st or something. You know, it's been a while, and I needed to get back out there. I knew that. I've been kind of having an itch to ride. I cleared out a bunch of space in the garage. My wife and I got a shed so we can move out a bunch of junk, and I threw a bunch of stuff out. And now I have lots of space in here, at least until my kids take over more of this stuff, you know what I mean? So I remembered that when I'd been riding in March, I was battling with that switch hand triple flip, the ASIM triple, and I was really hoping to get it first try, but I did not. My flips they feel very slow. And then I was thinking, if I want to maximize the 5 minutes of riding, I got to do some rolls. I have to do some kind of roll tricks. And this is what I was coming up with. I'm fond of this combo, but I ended up with the seat backward, and I was like, oh, what trick can I do with the seat backward? And this is how, to just demonstrate my lack of creativity, the only thing I could think of was a 9-spin, and I was really happy that I got it first try. I was pretty fired up. But yeah, this, you know, all in all, I think this session was going pretty well. I can feel, as you know, I'm 3 minutes into this now, I could feel the tricks becoming easier. So I have to it's gonna be an interesting project, I think, to try to come up with what kind of tricks can I front load to kind of build up to more impressive stuff at the end. Because, you know, I would like to put together a solid, interesting 5-minute run. You know, a run where like, if I showed you this 5-minute session, you'd be like, man, that was pretty sick. You know, like, so that's what I'm working toward. I went for the backside and the inside jump. I wonder if anybody knows what's coming next. Why would I warm up those 2 tricks specifically? Look at this. You can see this. Look at this. Like this. I'm like getting ready to throw down an absolute banger here. You probably already guessed. I'm gonna put them together, dude. We're doing a super side. I want to do like some signature tricks, and this one I downloaded this. The muscle memory for this has been in my mind for 10 years now. I drilled this trick for Unicon 2016 because I wanted it to be unmissable, and that summer I did. I had it down, and I can feel, you know, I haven't done this in forever. Probably the last time I did this, I don't know when the last time was that I did this trick, but I want to get it down. I want to be able to throw this in the middle of a 5-minute run reliably, and so this is where I'm starting. You know, this is going to be one of the ones that every time I go out for these 5-minute sessions, I want to land one of these. I want this to be. This is my short-term goal, to dial in the super side spin. I don't know how many tries this is, 3, 4 here? That was close. The hard part is committing, but actually having the time constraint makes it easier to commit because there's like a little bit of pressure, you know, there's external pressure to get it done, and there it is. This is actually pretty clean. I was kind of happy with that. and I had just checked the camera. So this actually ended up being more of like a 4-minute session because I spent a minute just poopy doopying around. But we're gonna see where it goes. All right, stay with me. Subscribe if you want to see the journey.